This movie reviews, writer, director, producer, editor, and sound editor on the Stalker Unrated extended cut, and it has been officially 2 years, actually no, maybe just a bit over 2 years actually, since my little film here has been released to the world. And this was my first official fan film that I worked on with a group of people. Like, we came together and we made this film possible. And I've worked on little shorts in the past. Like, I did a half an hour Predator fan film, which I don't really consider to be an actual film. And the biggest difference between Predator and the Stalker is that the Stalker, like, we wanted to take our time. Like, we didn't want to rush it. When we really wanted to like, Isaac and I, we're both very artistic people when it comes to our vision, and so I wanted the Stalker to have a very like artistic look and a very a very artistic value to both of these characters, to both the Stalker and my character here, and they have very particular looks particular looks to each of their scenes that they are in. So, like, for example, for the scenes when it's just the Stalker in frame, like those scenes are very dark and very dimmed down to show that he's the one that the viewer should be fearing throughout the film. And then on the opposite side, that we have my character, which his scenes like, there's more color in his scenes, and there's more light in my character's scenes, and that's to kind of show that he's our main character. Like, he's the one that we are following for this film. Illustrate a good versus evil storyline here, and the scene here, this was a part of additional photography of where my character kind of comes back inside, because you don't actually see that in the 2-minute version. Like, the scene that you're seeing here, like, it jumps from him outside to him back in the house again. So now, like, there's those cues of you actually seeing him go back in the house, and you're actually seeing him go from one location to another. So I tweaked that a bit in here, and so now in this scene here, the suspense is getting higher and higher, and the stakes are kind of rising. And this is our first jump scare of the film. Boom! And then the Stalker comes out, tries to stab my character there. And then this, I don't know what was going through my mind or why I did this, but and then once I kick the Stalker in the face, the music just drops off. I don't know why that always bothers me when I go back and watch it now. Then my character goes to hide, and he just knows to himself here that he has to overcome his fears, and he has a little smile there if you didn't notice, and that's basically just to illustrate that he's got the Stalker exactly where he wants him. This happens where the real Stalker walks out of that room, and the person laying on the ground isn't even the real Stalker, and it's just someone that the Stalker got to do his bidding while he plans his big plan that will come into play in the Stalker Part 2, the final chapter. And it leaves you with a question: does my character live or does he die? So you find out in Part 2. Thank you everybody for joining. I hope you enjoyed.